morning, everyone. I hope everyone is staying blessed, taking care of yourself, and staying tuned to us and waiting for our next episode. And I just hope everyone is healthy.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm so glad you guys are here and are listening to us. And I pray you're all well and safe and doing good,
Yeah.
honestly.
That's the important part.
Yeah.
So today's topic is very interesting, and it's something that we all just tend to brush in here and then. And the topic is called our perspective.
Yeah.
So, what does our perspective mean to you?
Um, well, our perspective, is there such thing?
Oh, my perspective.
Yeah, I think or maybe there is, but I think perspective it depends on the person and how especially they look at things
Yeah.
and what they do when they have a situation that is very difficult to handle, and how they view it from all points of view and try to assimilate their thoughts therein with the situation and deal with it in a very maybe a manner that is suitable at that moment. I That's what I feel. How about you?
When it comes to perspective, I think it has to do with selfishness. Some people just focus on what's just right in front of them,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just blind to everything, the opposite that is not in front of them. They're not willing to understand,
Compromise.
compromise, and just be deep into their thought. Like, okay, this is just my perspective. Let me look from the other person's perspective.
Mm.
And this thing is just being a bit selfish and just focusing on what's in front of you in terms of your emotions, in terms of your beliefs, experience, and everything basically in general. And I saw an example when it comes to our perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have a glass, you're wearing glasses, right?
Yeah.
And these glasses are meant to help you see better in life, see better things.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens when the lens is broken or is a bit dimmed?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't blame the lens, you blame the person in front of you or the view, what you view.
Mm.
You see, like, oh, it's not pretty clear, you're not pretty clear, but the problem is actually from the lens,
Mm-hmm.
how you view it, but we just tend to ignore. So it's actually a
Yeah.
good example that I.
Yeah, so I think almost like everything, or maybe everything in life, it always comes down to your perspective and how you look at it. Because so many people might be going through something and, think this is the worst way to live, and this is the craziest, or they can't handle it.
Yeah.
But some people might be put in the same situation and think that what doesn't kill them would only make them stronger.
Yeah, true.
So it just depends on how you see things and from what you're seeing, like you said, lens. When you adjust your lens to look at life in a way of always being grateful for your circumstance,
Yeah.
not looking at who's better, but looking at what you've got and how
Yeah.
you become content with that, is very important, and always matters to building your perspective in life.
Yeah, and when it comes to your perspective, like I said, I believe it has to be with our selfish beliefs. So I just feel like when it comes to our perspective, we should look deep within and try to fix the things that are not proper. Try to look from another side of point of view. Try to be in the person's shoes, especially when it comes to an argument. Sometimes if a person comes to you and tells you something about someone, it happens to be true unless you hear the other person's point of view. Like, it takes two to tango. So just don't try to make judgment just to what you see in front of you,
Yeah.
because you might get hurt, you might be in trouble, and you might cause dangers to yourself. Always try to analyze that kind of things that you're surrounded with, your environment, and try to filter your emotions, because we sometimes tend to be carried away with our emotions. We're in control of what happens.
Yeah.
So we just have to, if that lens is broken, like I said, fix it. The
Yeah.
lens it's not the person that you're viewing, it's the lens that needs
Which
to be
is
fixed.
you.
Yeah, get a new lens. If it's cracked, throw it and replace it with a new one. And just try to be honest about what you view, and don't try to be selfish in terms of just your needs.
Or put your emotions into it, because our emotions tend to deviate us or derail us from being rational, and rationality sometimes comes with being realistic with the situation. So if your emotions are put into it and you are looking from that perspective of yours, it would always end in a not it will always end like in a situation where you are gonna regret.
You're unable to be.
Yeah, or you wish that you didn't do that. So just be smart with looking at, don't be selfish with your own perspective being only, okay, it's only my perspective.
Everything has an opposite angle.
Yeah, because the way you see things would never, and also experiences and your upbringing and whatever you've been through in life always shapes up your perspective on people, on whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So just be smart and be reasonable.
Yeah, like you said, I think it's very important, because now, like in life, we just have to look at the real facts, reality. This is real. You have to remove all those what's in front of you, and just try to look from within. This is really happening. Just don't be old minds set, old thoughts and old beliefs that you just don't want to break them.
Yeah.
If this is your perspective in life and this is what you feel is the right thing at the moment, and actually sometimes some people tend to borrow their lenses to people, and those people influence them in telling them the right thing to do in life based on from their own perspective. They're not sure what awaits them.
Yeah.
So you just have to be, this is your own time to step and take control of your life when it comes to perspective.
Yeah, and I believe everyone should have, or should try to have, a positive perspective, no matter what it may be.
Yeah.
It could be the battles you go through in life. It could be the people you meet. It could be whatever it could be.
Yeah.
But just try to have a way where it's always positive, and like you try as much as you can to see the brighter part of that perspective of what you're thinking about, like your situation, people you meet. Always see it as goodness,
Yeah.
not always the bad side.
True, you're making sense. Like you said, always look at positive. So for example, if someone tells you failure is real, well, being successful is also real. Pain is real, but also being able to heal is real. So this is like an example of like how we are saying always looking positive, because that's the only thing we live for. And positive makes us be like better in ourselves in the process of healing and whatever we're going through in life. So I feel, people just have to be honest when it comes to their perspective. It's yours. You matter, and anything you make, the choices, the decision, it comes from you. It could only bring out the best in you, or make you better, or make you worse. So you have to be very careful.
I think it's yours, but don't be selfish.
Yeah.
Don't just think, okay, it's my perspective of how. Just try to weigh all the facts and be factual and be smart, and not in a sense where, because so many times when we are not our best selves, and emotions have gotten the best of us, we just tend to become monsters, or we become something that you cannot imagine. And it's crazy, but when you sit down and realize the factual aspect of what is actually going on, you tend to make sense of it and understand.
Yeah, like I think you've aligned the points when it comes to perspective, and
I think that's all, guys.
I think you've said it all. We've said it all.
Yeah, we've said it all. Just be smart. I've been saying be smart. Yeah.
In your decision when it comes to certain things that is right in front of you, and just try not to stick to one thought and just one idea, and just be honest with everything you encounter.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening.
Personal note, you forgot to end on.
I think I've said a personal note. I've been saying be smart.
All right, man.
Yeah, that's my personal note, guys. Just like be smart with your decisions, with looking at things from your perspective, and don't be selfish when like
making
doing things or just reciting on your side of the story, you know. Don't pick sides. Try to see the actual factual thing that is in front of you to make sense of it. That's my personal note.
Yeah.
What's yours?
My personal note is like, just don't judge a book by its cover when it comes to your perspective. Just don't be too judgmental, because you're not sure. Don't live with what if or what is this. Be honest and just try to find the real facts and the real core of the situation, that any kind of situation it depends on you are in, and just try to bring out the best possible alternative that would be better for you and the people surrounding you. That's just my personal notes.
That's a great one. Thank you guys so much for listening, and please subscribe if you've not.
Comment and let us know about your own. Yeah.
And we'll see you next time. Love you guys so much.
Take care.
Bye.